Shalom. First one you call today. Yeah, about 10, outside, about that. That's honestly your mother over there doing something. Basically, I'm gonna get into it. Business as usual. It's a whole another week. Made it a Friday. It seemed like this week went by pretty quick. But work must go on. Got off one job. I'm on the job that really counts. A little windy, so I didn't break the stick out. I had to put it back in the trunk. Lord willing, next week everything be back to regular schedule. Back to the same old. Let's get some precepts here. So second Ezra 9:1. Wait till this truck leaves here. Get a spirit man to kick in. But let's get into it, man. All this fucking noise going on. It's a beautiful time that we living in. We're starting to see the end of this kingdom fall, man. We're about to see this whole place go up in smoke, Lord willing, man. I'm of that number to actually see it from the chariot looking down. It's born here in Babylon, man. What we're gonna do? Sit here and just keep watching YouTube videos for the rest of our lives? Keep coming back reincarnated on social media, or listen to all these bullshit podcasts people got out. It's got to be more to life than this. And there is, man. It's more to life than just sitting down in front of a phone all night and day, hitting buttons for likes and looking at pictures all damn day. This ain't living. So this thing is, earning for something. Earning for something. Yeah, earning for, but we journey for something much better than this place, man. It's way of life. Babylon is dead, man. Born here. You got video games that pass you by only for a couple hours, 2-3 hours, and then you're right back to square one, bored out of your damn mind. You travel, it's the same BS. I haven't too long gotten back from going out of town, and it's the same shit, man. Just different names. Let's get into it. Start off on the tangent here. Because second Ezra 9:1, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before. So we're measuring the time diligently, man. And how are we measuring it? Through the prophecies, through the news articles, all the talk of World War III. The economy is in shambles. And the men on the streets, the highways and the byways. So we're measuring the time diligently. All these will be signs of focus, a warning of that we in the last days. And if you don't believe me, you can just turn on your turn your phone on and look at who's running the U.S. military. A bunch of damn trainings, man. So That's a telltale sign we in the last days. When you got RuPaul primetime TV, then you know you in the last days. You got all these freaks in the school system molesting your children, man. It don't get no better than that, man. We're at the end of this thing, you know? It says verse 2, then shalt thou understand that is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So yeah, the Most High is gonna send his son down here to visit the world which he made. You know, he came back once already, you know, various other times in the reincarnation. But you know, for people now to know the son came back, you know, as the Son of Man, and he's coming back again as the Son of Man, but this time he's coming to visit this earth, and it ain't gonna be pretty. You know, who cares what your glitter bird, whether the glitter bird pastor is saying? You know that the one you ignorantly call Jesus is gonna come back and it's gonna be, you know, pretty much rainbows and puppy dogs and unicorns, man. That ain't the case. You know, he's coming back with violence, man. Because that's the only way this kingdom is gonna go down, man. It's through violence, man. So the one you ignorantly call Jesus is with that. You know, which his name is Yahweh Shah, man, the Hebrew. So he's gonna come back and he's ready to rumble, man. It's gonna be like a royal rumble. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, he's coming to take the crown too, man. Of these wicked elite. You know, starting with the Amalekites, man. The house of Edom, Esau. Let's go on. So therefore, let me move, man. It's a big water drop somewhere. That's how it is being down in New Orleans, fucking ragged ass roof, shitty ass infrastructure. Says, therefore, when there should be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. So yeah, you got earthquakes all over this place, man. Uproars of the people. You know, everybody's upset, man. You got people over in I believe in Paris, France, the farmers are rioting. Parts of the EU, I forget exactly where. But they upset, man. They're oppressed. You know, so the farmers are going fucking nuts over there. You know, it's been various uprisings throughout the years in recent times, man. Within the past couple years. You know, just had an uprising, you know, not too long ago, right here in the US, a small one. You know, January 6th. You know, so the people are upset, man. And that's just part of the times that we come into, which is the end. And it's gonna get worse from there, man. It's not gonna get any better. You're gonna look back today, once everything kicks off, you're gonna like, man, that was a good time, man. We had it good. The lights go up, the truck stopped running, you know, and the famine set in, then shit gonna get real. It says, then shalt thou will understand that the Most High spake of these things before the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So the Most High already had this planned out. How everything was going to take place, man. All the sequence of events, all the time periods of people ruling, kingdoms rising, kingdoms falling. So he knew of these things and set these things in motion from the beginning. And now, fast forward to now, we nearing the ending of this. It says, for like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end. And the end is manifest. So yeah, the end of this era, it's made manifest, man. Because you got the RFID microchip on the block now, which is the mark of the beast, which is a major prophecy, which is going to go on your right hand, your left hand, depends on where you at in the world, or on your head, man, your forehead. And you won't be able to buy, sell, or trade, or do anything without it. So we're at the end. So we just need that one domino to fall to trigger the event, man. Jacob's trouble, the economy collapsing, World War III to go nuclear. So we very close. People like to say, "Oh, I've been hearing that all my life." Well, you've been hearing it wrong. Because the people who've been telling you and warning you, they didn't know the warning signs. They didn't know what to look for. The Most High got the men, got his men out here on the streets. They do have an answer, man. So like they have the answer, man. They know what to look for the coming of the Son of Man. And we know how he's going to show up. We know who he's coming back to get. And we know who he's coming back to destroy, man. And it's all through the spirit of Yahweh Shah, man, that, we got this knowledge, man. All you people like to boast about your degrees. You got your masters, you got your doctorate, you got, this and that. But most of you don't even know who the hell you are, man. You don't know what nationality you are, what nation you're from. You don't know how this place that you call Earth is, how it's going to be transformed here, man. But everybody like to sit like, oh, we, especially that one motherfucker. What's his name? Neil deGrasse Tyson. He's so smart. But he don't even know who he is, where he come from, man. But everybody's gonna get humbled real quick. Like I said, when the food trucks stop running, the water cut off, the money's cut off, people gonna get humbled real quick. Everybody's gonna be on the same level. It don't matter if you're living on the street or you living in a $2, $3, $6 million home. Everybody's gonna be on the same level here in a minute, very soon. Everybody need to eat. So when the trucks stop running and the water's cut off, it won't be no more social, class wars or nothing like that, man. Everybody's gonna be scraping for a hot dog or a can of pork and beans, man. It don't matter if you went to an Ivy League school or not. Majority of people gonna be eating out of dumpsters, man. And we nearing that very fast. Inflation is steadily rising on the food. You know, eventually it's gonna get so high. Where the scriptures when you talk about hyperinflation. So Federal Reserve well, they don't print money anymore. They just keep crunching numbers in. And they already said the debt is unsustainable. It takes almost $1 trillion to service the debt. That can't go on forever, man. Every 100 days, it goes up nearly $1 trillion or $1 trillion. Eventually, you just run out of money, man. And then that's going to snowball into the digital currency, which is going to be the ultimate form of slavery for all you people, the masses, man. That digital dollar, which is going to lead to the RFID microchip, the market of peace. And like I keep saying, man, we were on the heels of this. It ain't no 20 years down the road. It ain't no 10 years down the road. It could be 3 years, 2 years, 1 year. Hell, it could be this year it all snowball. This election could kick it all off, man. Who knows? Only time will tell. Verse 6. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his work. So yeah, if you don't have any works, you're not going to escape all the said perils I'm talking about. Famine, troops on the street, checkpoints everywhere, famine, plague, pestilence, man. So, if you're a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, who are the children of Israel, man, if you don't have any work, you're not gonna make it out of here. And what you're seeing, this is called doing the work. So I'm out here doing the work, hoping I get a chance to escape the said perils, man. That I get, I wouldn't say saved, but that I have get some mercy, man. I beg to escape the calamities that's coming to all you people out here. It says, and shall be able to escape by his work and by faith, where ye have believed. I like it, whereby ye have believed. Yeah, so you got to have the faith and you got to have work. You got to be faithful to the end. When all hell is breaking loose out here in these streets, when people are, fighting and shooting at each other out here, when the troops are out here going from house to house, doing searches, rounding people up and taking their asses to FEMA camps, fusion centers, loading your ass up on these trains, and and putting you to death somewhere, man. You gotta have faith to the end, man. You can't bitch out at the last second. Yeah, some of us gonna get put to death, man. That's in the contract. Once you take this oath or you take this vow, like you said in Ecclesiastes 5 and 4, you say you're gonna do this work and you're gonna do it to the end. Whatever your end may be. You might get your head chopped off for refusing the mark of the beast. You might die during Jacob's trouble. Who knows? But whatever the case may be, you gotta be faithful to the end, man. You know, and that's what a lot of Jake's got a problem with. Jake is always into something, man. You know, he always looking for some new. You know, just talking to a nigga, man. There's always a new word, a new slang word. You know, see, our people don't like, you know, the same old, same old. You know, it's boring to them. You know, that's why you don't see a lot of men now in our nation doing this, because this is boring. You know, it's the same things over and over and over. It's the same song over and over. You can't remix it. You know, a nigga love a remix. You can't remix these scriptures, man. So, like the scriptures say, man, there's you know, roughly paraphrasing, the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. You know, so that's why you might run into a solo guy like myself, or you might run into a camp of 30, 50 guys, man. Whatever the case may be, you still got to keep pushing. Because when it boils down to it, you made this vow to yourself, man, and to the Most High that you're going to do this work. Verse 8, shall be preserved from the said perils. Yeah, everything I'm talking about, the said perils. Because you're going to see Jacob's trouble get real out here. Yeah, keep moving. You're going to see Jacob's trouble get real out here, man. When you see these UN troops, NATO troops on the street, when you got an all-out civil war, race war going on here in these streets, it's going to get real. And if you ain't got the Lord on your side, you ain't going to make it. You know, let's say you go ahead and wait for you to escape, you know, Jacob's trouble, the race war, the famine, you know. You managed to get through all that, but you won't escape the thermonuclear ICBM missiles, man. You here in America, you're going to get nuked. You're going to be radioactive dust, radioactive ash, man. So that's another part of doing this work. You know, I don't want to take place in that nuclear fire that's coming. Just like Sodom and Gomorrah was burned the first time, and this place is known as spiritual Sodom, it's gonna get burned again, man. This time with nuclear missiles by good old Vladimir Putin. And don't take my word for it. Just go on YouTube, Google all the threats Russia been making for the past 2-3 years, man. Especially the past year or two. They keep saying World War III. You playing with fire, you know, nuclear annihilation. You think they just talking and bluffing? Putin is ready to push that button, man. And he just came out 2-3 days ago, said no more warnings, man. He's done with the warnings. He done talking, in other words. Or like Jake said, no more talk, man. He's done with the warnings, and that was his final warning. He ready to push the button. He ready to go to war. You know, so things about to get real nice here, man. Shall be preserved from the said perils, and ye shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, where I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. So the elect was sanctified from the beginning to get through all this. The Lord's not coming back for everybody this time around. He's only coming back for a select few. You know how, when the Exodus happened, Everybody ran their asses out of Egypt. It ain't gonna be a big happy family this time. It's only gonna be a select few that's gonna make it out of this. It ain't gonna be a damn caravan of just Israelites. It's just gonna be a few, man. 1/3 of the nation of Israel. That's it. And the 2/3 gonna die. In verse 9, then shall they be in a pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torment. So yeah, you're gonna be in a pitiful case. No, no running water, no food, no shelter. It says, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torment. So yeah, you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, you just cast them, the Lord's way to the side. Right. So he said, all right, that's all good, but you're gonna be in torments though. You know? They do what you do, but you got a price to pay. And you want to pay with your blood, Jake. The Lord gonna send you straight to the spirit world. Whether you have one of these troops blow your brains out, man, or you get hit by an airstrike right here on the shores of America, from the U.S. Air Force at that. Or have one of these wild other jakes, man, that done cross the border, chop you up with a machete, man. Because, Biden already want the Democrats, let's put it like that, which is really the wicked elite. The elite wanted illegal to join the military. Why is that? Because those same people crossing the border, they're going to have them turn on you, man. And they're going to drag you out of your house, man, and do whatever the government tells them to do. Just to get their little bit of money. So these people flooding the border, they got a job to do, man. And they don't even know it. And they're going to overwhelmingly come and get you out of your house, man. With great joy. So they're going to sign up, man. So they can stay here in America. They're going to do what they need to do. And killing you as part of it, they're going to damn well do it. Verse 10, for such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. So yeah, especially the so-called Negroes, you receive benefits, man. Whether it's fucking, EBT, welfare. Y'all love them damn SSI checks, man. If a damn nigga can get a disability check, man, he think he hit the damn lottery, man. You got your little football, basketball contracts. You signing to a record label. So yeah, you got all the little benefits of this world. But you need to know the Lord. The only time you call on the Lord is when your ass get in trouble. When you get caught with that gun or with them drugs on you, or when them goddamn white folks get on your ass in these court systems, then you want to call on the Lord, man. But say you have not known him, man. You haven't known his laws, statutes, and commandments, man, and his ordinances. You cast them to the side. He says, for such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, and they that have loathed my law. Yeah, you Israelites have loathed the law of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, man. You hate the commandments, you know? You hate these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. When you tell a nigga, man, you got to straighten up, or you tell a wetback, they got to straighten up, man. You know, you got to stop eating that pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. And they're going to frown up. They're going to start taking out all kind of, air. Chest going to get all inflated. I've been eating that all my life. It ain't never killed me. But yeah, you got high blood pressure, high cholesterol. Most people got gout. You got all these health ailments. But you never put the two together, though. So when we tell you, just a simple thing, grow a beard, stop eating pork, shellfish, stop eating unclean things, and you just can't even do that. You don't even want to do it. You just gotta have that pepperoni pizza for some reason. Or you gotta have that bacon in the breakfast, for breakfast, man. In the breakfast plate. You gotta have the bacon or the sausage all smashed down on top of the grits, man. He says, wow, they had yet liberty. So you got liberty to do things, that cuts up that free will. You don't have free will, man. You have liberty, So you have liberty to do things, but you don't have any free will. And so yeah, you had all this liberty to do right. You don't want to do it. Because when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it. So yeah, the time of repentance is right now. It's open. But they say, hell no. We're going to stay wicked as hell. We're going to stay robbing, killing, whatever the case may be. We're going to keep eating pork. We're going to keep eating catfish. So they despised it, man. That you don't even understand what this repentance is all about. Every time I go around, man. Oh yeah, another one that our people struggle with. Them dreads, man. They can't let the dreads go. That's a demon within itself, man. Gotta have the dreads. Gotta have the crawfish. They going nuts over crawfish right now. And you refuse to let this shit go, man. So you understand it not, man. It says, verse 12, the same must know it after death by pain. So yeah, it's gonna be painful, man. You want to do whatever you want to do, Jake. You don't want to follow law, statute, commandments. You don't want to do the work. You don't want to have faith, man. Hey, it's gonna be death by pain, man. It's gonna hurt, you know. The Lord got something in store for y'all, man. It ain't a new car, you know. It ain't a new pair of J's, you know. You know, it ain't a brand new chain. None of that, man. You got you a ticket to the spirit world, man. You got you something that you can't handle. Everybody can say they standing on business. You're gonna find out what business is in a minute. You're gonna find out what real business is. And the Lord don't miss his mark either. Verse 13. And therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished, and when but inquire how the righteous shall be saved. So yeah, we come out here and give you your judgment, tell you how the Lord's gonna serve you up, kill you. But at the end of the day, I'm worried about myself. And you know, and that's to put it lightly, man. You know, I'm not even really worried, you know. I'm thinking about how I'm gonna get out of here. You know, is that gonna be mercy for me? I can care less what happened to you. It says, and but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, who the world is, and for whom the world is created. So yeah, the world is created for the righteous. You know, when the 2/3 of the nation Israel and y'all die, you know, you're gonna come back in your right mind. You know, so you will be part of that righteous one day. Not right now. You're gonna have to die first. You're gonna have to take that you're gonna have to take that bullet to the face, or you want to get your head chopped off, or you want to get nuked. Whatever the case may be, whatever the Lord got set up for you. So it said, be not curious, you know, on how the Lord's gonna take care of you. You know, but we know he's gonna put you to death, man. He got all kind of ways to do it. So that's what I'm out here, man. I'm all about myself. I'm not out here pleading, you know, Lord, why they ain't stopping and listening? Lord, please let me give somebody the word. No, I'm getting the blood off my hands. You know, I'm thinking about myself. You know, I'm thinking about my family, man. That's why I'm out here. Don't get it twisted like I'm out here trying to, you know, which I am fishing for the elect. But I'm doing this to get the blood off my hands, man. When it boils down to it. The second Ezra 6 and 7. It says, then answered I and said, where shall be the parting asunder of the times, or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? So what shall be the part in the thunder of time? We see this. We see this society in straight decline, man. We're seeing this whole Western civilization crumble, and it's rotting right here in the U.S. The debt is unsustainable. Everybody's a damn freak. Everybody drugged out of their damn mind. Verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. Yeah, because that symbolized Jacob was going to eventually pull Esau down, man, in the latter times, in the end times now. And that transition is starting to happen right before our very eyes. Starting to see Esau Edom, man. He's coming on down now. He was all high, but look at the society now that he's running. It's crumbling. The infrastructure ain't shit. You got the transformers in charge. You know what I mean? You got the transformers running things in the military. So this is all part of the decline of the society, man. So we're at the end. It's like the Greeks, the Romans. Same way they fell, America's getting ready to fall just like it, man. Verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So yeah, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is the end of the world. He's ruling right now. So his world's getting ready to end. And Jacob's getting ready to rule. The Edomites, they ruled when it was the Greeks. Like I just said, man, it was the Greeks, the Romans. Fast forward now, the Americans, the Europeans, which is all Edom, man. They're ruling right now. And the scripture prophesies how they'll be ruling at the end time. So who's getting ready to take, Edom place? They keep saying, oh, it's going to be the so-called Chinese, man. No. The Chinese are not prophesied to rule next, man. They already had their chance to rule. They're not getting another shot at this thing. What the hell are we gonna do if they were to take over, man? Eat fucking bat soup? Got them so-called Chinese eat anything, man. We're gonna walk around here with little clog shoes or something, Eat short fin soup, bat soup. No, they're not prophesied to get the next rulership, man. Jacob is prophesied to rule next, man. So-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native Americans, man. We got next. And not only do we got next, we got it forever and ever and ever, man. It's never gonna be taken out of our hand again. Never. We always gonna be the ruling class, man. For eternity. Verse 10, the hand of man is betwixt the heel and the hand of the question Edris asked thou not. Yeah, so Edris is like, just recapping the story of Jacob and Esau, that Jacob, when was coming out of the womb, man, he was hanging on to Esau's heel to let him know. Well, they didn't know at that time, but it symbolizes that he was going to get pulled down and Esau is going to have to serve Jacob one day. Now, they served us for a brief time during the Byzantine time, which they call the Dark Ages, medieval times. But that was a short period, man, compared to an eternity. So this time around, they're going to be able to serve us for 1,000 years, man. Hardcore slavery. And after that 1,000 years, they got a barbecue to attend, man. For the ones that's in the know. Esau got a good old barbecue pit, man. He got a date with, man. After that 1,000 years of slavery. Let's go on. This is Sirach 25:7. There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy of his children. So yeah, that's joyful for a man to see his children, from a little baby to a toddler, before then it was crawling, taking their first step. That's joy to a man. And he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. So that's another joy, man. See the fall of your enemy. And who's been the enemy of the nation Israel, man, for the longest? Fucking Edomites, man. Esau always had a problem with Jacob, man. And he still hates you niggas to this day, man. He still hates you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to this day. Roughly paraphrasing, he said, that anger, that hate is going to be forever, man. He kept his wrath forever. And he been exercising his power to the fullest, man. Like killing your ass in the streets. Giving you the business during slavery. When they came over as the conquistadors, chopping you so-called Latinos up and you so-called Indians up, man. Cutting your noses off. Gutting you when you was pregnant. Feeding the fetus or the infant to the dog. I believe it was Christopher Columbus said, man, when he got over here, man, he couldn't put his sword down, man. He was killing so much. So, but that's what happens when you go off on the laws, but they got to pay for that. They never actually paid for that. But now we're starting to see it. We're starting to see, because we can actually see the downfall of our enemies taking place right before our very eyes, man. He's lost control, man. He's reckless. not financially responsible, you know, exploding debts, deficits, can't tame inflation. That's a recipe for disaster, man. We go to Psalms 83, so we got to get that. Yeah, got to get Psalms 83. So if you don't know who your enemy is, man, we're gonna get to it. This is Psalms 83. Let's start at verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. So yeah, they taking crafty counsel against us, man. You know how we gonna keep these so-called Negroes in these fucking ghettos, these projects. You know, they're gonna try to get a leg up. We're gonna kick it from under them. You know, we're gonna pull the rug from under them, man. They come with business loans, we're gonna deny the loans. You know, want to get to a business, you know, they won't give you the funding for it. So we got enemies, man. They all taking crafty counsel against us, man. You know, throw our asses in these prisons, these jails, give us a match. You know, so they've taken crafty counsel against us, man. You know, let's fill these prisons up with these niggas, man. That's what they say. But yet, when so-called white person get in trouble, they get a slap on the wrist, though. What happened to all these fucking crackheads was out here in the streets? They were like, oh, just put them in the prisons. Now you got all these so-called white people on fentanyl and heroin and whatever. They just write them a ticket, man. They ain't talking about lock them up. But when it came to the so-called Negroes, just lock them up, man. Give them the max, man. A nigga steal a ladder or something, you give him 50 years. A so-called white boy killed somebody drunk, you know, I think he was drinking and driving, saying, oh, he's too rich to go to prison. But a nigga still allowed, he get 50 years with an L, man. So they taking crafty counsel to keep us down, man. And you got to pay for that shit, Esau. You fucking Edomites got to pay for that, man. Yeah, and it consult against our hidden ones. Who are the hidden ones? The Israelites, man. We in plain sight, but we hidden, man. Because we don't know who the hell we are. Majority of us. But these other nations know. That's why you can walk in a room and all eyes on you, man. It could be all kind of so-called Chinese, dot-head Indians, goddamn Japanese. There's a so-called black person walking down. It's all eyes on you, man. Because they know you the enemy, man. They know who you are. You don't. You know, you fell for that bullshit Martin Luther King said, man. You know, you fell for that thinking, oh, we all equal, you know. But the whole time, these other nations, especially the so-called white man, he wasn't buying that shit, man. He didn't buy that. But you niggas did. So-called white man lets you know equal every day. When he living in this $2-3 million houses or 20 mil, and your roof collapses in your house, man, all on the same block, man. So much for equality, right? When you go to all these businesses that I deliver to, see a ton of so-called black people working. But when you get into that office, you don't see nothing but so-called white people who own it and run it, man. Whether you cooking or you on the forklift, man. So it's been all, all playing against these other nations to keep us down, man. But the jig is up though, because the man of the Lord is exposing all this, man, all through the spirit. We can see through the bullshit. Verse 4, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. And that's what they did, and they did a damn good job of it, man. They kept this truth from us. They tried. We didn't know we were Israelites for a long time. And so Abba Fittis came out, late 70s, early 80s, man. And that's when the spirit came back into Israel again. Before then, we didn't know it, but the so-called white man, he knew it. He knew exactly who he was getting when he went to the shores of Africa, man, of the west coast of Africa. He wasn't getting no damn Africans. He knew he was getting the children of Israel, man. Because don't nobody know you like your own damn brother, man. So-called white man, our brother, Esau. They say can't nobody do you wrong like family can, though, right? And he fucked us over, man, big time. It says, verse 5, for they have consulted together with one consent, they are confederate against thee. Yeah, so all these so-called Chinese people you see in these weave shops, they're against you, man. These so-called Koreans, they hate your fucking guts. They love your money, but they can't stand you. And all you so-called black women so fucking stupid. You running there smiling and laughing and joking with them people. They don't give a fuck about you, man. It's all business with them. They ain't letting you slide with a penny, man. But y'all go in there hugging, high-fiving. The same thing with these so-called Arabs, man. They're the same way. Yeah, they talking about buddy, brother. No, we ain't fucking brothers, man. You might get these dumb niggas out here in these streets, these so-called Latinos. You might fool them with that shit, but we ain't brothers. Verse 6, the tabernacle of Edom. It's getting into it. Who against us, man? Starting off, Edom, so-called white man. He's our number one enemy, man. Numero uno. Head honcho. Number 2, the Ishmaelites, the so-called Arabs, man. All that brother, my friend. Yeah, we're gonna see how that brother stuff work out in the kingdom of heaven, man. Whipping your back, man. When you cracking that whip on you, man, you gonna know right then we ain't brothers. So the so-called white man, he had a chance to get it right, but he chose not to, man. He continued to fuck us over. Call us apes, monkeys, mud sharks. Now the new thing he like to say, oh, usual suspects, the 13% percenters, or whatever that shit they say online. But it's okay. It's your time to rule. But it's coming to an end. It's coming to a close, man. Let's say pay double, man. What you done to us? Pay you back double. And we gonna fucking do it, man. And ain't gonna be no UN assembly you can run to. No you ain't gonna be able to get a peace treaty with us. You won't be able to call the labor board, the unions, none of that. 911, he can't do that either. You're gonna pay same shit, that shit you did to your brother Jacob, man. Who are the Israelites? You got to deal with that, man. You got to explain what all the bullshit you did to us. We want to hear it. Kicking the fathers out the home, man. Pumping drugs and guns into our neighborhood. You got to pay for that, Esau. Throwing us in these, setting it up to where we fall into these prison systems, man. Flooding us with gangster rap, this bullshit hip hop, man. You got to answer for all that, man. You got to answer for all that. And the Moab, so-called Chinese, man. They're on the list too. In the kitchen, cooking, God knows what in them kitchens, man, and selling it to us. Yeah, you say it's wings, but it could be pigeons for all we know. Who knows what them so-called Chinese are cooking, man? They got all kind of tricks with that food, man. Selling, like I said before, man, selling you all these ridiculous ass weaves and wigs. But you niggas love it though, man. You wouldn't have it no other way. If the so-called white man said he was getting ready to leave today and not come back, you niggas would have a fit, man. You would go fucking nuts if he was to leave today and just say, you know what? We just gonna go somewhere. All so-called white people, we just gonna get together and go to this part of the world. We're gonna have this continent. We all gonna get on this one and leave everybody over there. Leave you niggas over there. You niggas will lose your mind, man. You just got Stockholm syndrome, man. That's how destroyed y'all are, man. Man, he kicked you in your ass time and time and time and again. You got the butt of all his jokes. Work you like a dog on his job at his company. And you niggas still follow him, man, to the end. It says Gabal, it's like in the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Verse 8, Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Salah. So yeah, everybody outside the nation of Israel against so-called Japanese, so-called Chinese, so-called Africans who are Hamites. They're against us too, man. Cushites, who are known as the Ethiopians, they're against us too, man. And the so-called Jays, man. You know, the small hats. We're gonna leave it like that, man. The tiny hats. They're against you so-called Negroes too, man. So we got all these enemies, but our people don't know it. They are oblivious to what's going on. You know, they are oblivious to what's going on. But ask them about cutting some grass to a so-called white person. They're gonna tell you how to do it to the T, man. They're gonna tell you what time you need to get there, how he like his grass, you know, how Miss Ann like the bushes, how she like the the flowers, and you remember the goddamn slave still. But you know all that, but you don't know who your enemies are, man. And they right in your face, man. And especially them so-called Arabs. I see them. I see how they handle you so-called Latinos, man. You so-called Mexicans. They don't play no games with y'all in them stores, man. They talk to you like it's like your father talking to you, man. It's stern. There's no games, no smiling, nothing, man. They handle you like a damn peasant. But yet y'all still going there running in the stores, man. Trying to get a damn application. Asking to work in there, man. Let's go on, man. I'm gonna probably get a couple more precepts and I'll get on out. Yeah, I didn't even get to even half my list yet. I think I'm at the first. Yeah, I'm only at 3. Well, 4. Let's go to I might get let's see. I might get this one and might close it out. This is the book of Malachi, man. Oh, 1 and 4 says, "Where is Edom say?" Well, let's go up. Let's go up. Let's close it out with this. This is Malachi 1 and 1, the burden of the word of Yahweh to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, says Yahweh, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Yeah, so Malachi was asking how, saying we going in slavery, man. We fucked up, He was just asking. He says, was not Esau Jacob's brother? Said Yahweh, yet I loved you. Yeah, he's saying, hey, look, Malachi, I told you, Jacob, I told Jacob over Esau. So I'm showing plenty of love. That's what he's saying. He says, yet I love Jacob. Most I love Jacob, man. You know, verse 3, and I hated Esau. So he's saying, look, you can find this a couple more places, I believe. Where he's saying, man, he hates Esau, man, but he loves Jacob. It says, and laid his mountains, his heritage waste, But the dragons of the wilderness, verse 4, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. So yeah, once they came out of Seir, Mount Seir, which is known as Petra today, they said we're gonna build the desolate places. And America is one of those desolate places, man. And they came and built it up, as you can see, man. It says, thus say Yahweh of hosts, of armies, they shall build, but I will throw down. So the Lord said he's going to throw down. It took almost, 300 years to build this place like this, the way it is. The Lord's going to throw it down, man. And it's going to be within an hour. It's not going to take long once the missiles get shot, man. They get nuked to a crisp, man. He says, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. So he said, yeah, you're going to call Esau, Edom, the Edomites, the border of wickedness. Why? Because, look, just go out here and look at pure wickedness, man. All kind of laws with the transformer, the LG, RST, LUB, And that's just a couple things I can think of right off the top of my head, man. He's pushing for bestiality. You can have sex with your pets. And this whole transformer, this rainbow coalition that's being put, he's trying to prime he's testing the waters so he can just walk out, with a little boy in his hand, like back in the old Greek days, man. Straight up pedophilia, man. You want to be able to just walk down the street holding a little boy's hand, So that's what this man is pushing to. So you keep enjoying your drag queen story time, but you just don't know you're gonna spiral into something else. That's how they get you. They test the waters out with the dresses. Then it's gonna be straight up this pedophiles out here, man. And believe me, he want little boys, man. He ain't interested in girls. It says the people against Yahweh have indignation forever. So yeah, he has indignation for Esau forever, man. He ain't caught, he ain't gave Esau no break. He's still, pissed off at Esau, man. And he's getting ready to pay Esau back. Because Esau's a thorn in the world's side, man. He's in any and everything. Pushing pedophilia, bestiality, Moism, adultery. Just anything contrary to the scriptures, man. This man is doing it. Selling you unclean food. Mixing the fabrics. Just name it, man. This man, he's doing the most. So the Lord say he hates this motherfucker, man. He even turned the Lord and made him a white man. That's how bold the so-called white man is. He said the Lord looked like him. You know, and to make it even worse, he said the Most High, his son, looks like the so-called white man. So the Lord is hot. He is upset, man. He ain't gonna let this shit slide. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, man. We at the end of this man's. Let me see how much. Let me go another couple more minutes, man. So we're at the end of this. So the Lord is, I mean, pissed, man. And he's gonna show you how pissed he is when he get Vladimir Putin to push that button, man, to shoot them nukes off. When you got little Kim Jong Un, what Trump calling Rocket Man, huh? You're gonna have him to push them buttons and shoot them rockets off, man. When this whole earth quakes from these nuclear missiles hitting the earth, man, you're gonna know how upset the Lord is, man. Let's get people 12, 6 here. I'm ending on this one. It's Hebrews 12, 16. This is any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat stole his birthright. So yeah, Esau, profane, he's outside the temple, who sold his birthright for a piece of uncooked meat, man. Verse 17, for you know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the best, if he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected. So yeah, everybody like to say, oh, Esau was tricked. No, he was rejected from the beginning. He wasn't set up to rule forever, man. The Most High say he can't stand Esau. He hates him. Why would he give him the blessing, man, to rule forever? Don't make no damn sense. He says, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears. Yeah, he found no place of repentance, man. Because Esau think he's a god, man. Repent for what? He even speaks about in Revelation how, he's still not going to repent, man. So this is the man's sin. You can do anything under the sun here, man. It's contrary to the Bible. But don't break his laws, though. And you're going to bring the government after you. Your local, state PD. If need be, he's going to bring the military to come get you, man. But you can do whatever you want to when it comes to the Bible. But don't break his law, though. So he got to pay for that. Because he keeps a lot of this bullshit going on, man. A lot of this wickedness going on. Verse 17, verse 18, for ye are not come into the mount that might be touched, and that burn with fire, nor unto blackness and darkness and tempest, You know what? Let's go down some more. Yeah, that was it on that one. I'm thinking about Romans 9 and 13. Let's go to Romans 9 and 13. I get it with that. It's Romans 9 and 13. It says what? Oh, let me get it. Let me say that right. This is Romans 9 and 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. So who's to say the Lord don't hate nobody, man? Who came up with that lie? The Lord speaks about how he hates. So he hates a particular person on this earth, man. Let's go on. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? Most High forbid. So you can't say, Lord, you wrong for hating Esau? Hell no, you can't tell the Lord he's wrong for hating Esau, man. He can do whatever he want to do. Hate whoever he wants to hate. Verse 15, for he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So this is Most High saying I can do whatever the hell I want to, man. I'm the boss. You know? I'm the creator of everything and everything in between, man. So I can do whatever the hell I want to. It says, so then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of the Most High that showeth mercy. So yeah, you're gonna get mercy, man. It's gonna come from the Most High, you know, Yahweh Shah, man. You know, the Pope can't grant you mercy, man. He's too busy molesting little boys. He can't even come up with that if he even tries. You know, the Catholic Church is face down in pedophilia, man, and they got that on record. You know, they ain't out there. They could care less about the Bible, man. They more concerned about what's in your little boy's pants, man. They trying to bless something else. So yeah, you can't get mercy from the Pope. Okay. Verse 17. For the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Yeah, because the Most High raised up Pharaoh, and we all know the story about that, okay? If not, what planet have you been living on? And what rock do you live under? Okay? So he said he raised up Pharaoh just to bring him down, man, so he could flex his power, man. You know? And you know, and he did it, man. But now, Pharaoh, like I said, he did Pharaoh so bad, he hardened Pharaoh's heart, man. So he can really turn up on him, like they say. You know? He hardened Pharaoh's heart, man. That goes back to what I brought out earlier, man. You got liberty, but you don't have free will. So the Lord he can control you at will, man. You know, the elite, like to say, they are puppet masters. But the Most High controls the elite, man. He's the true puppet master. You know, the elite, the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers are just cheap knockoffs, man. Amateurs. Verse 18. Therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will pardon. Yeah, like I said, man, he hardened Pharaoh's heart, man, so he could fuck him up. And then Egypt, how beautiful and glorious, and how much power Egypt was, radiating or projecting. It got crushed, man. It failed. So you can liken this place like this, saying the scripture, this is spiritual Egypt. So the Most High, he raised up the so-called white man. So he can show you his power, and he's gonna bring him down, man. He's gonna bring the so-called white man down. So it was nothing for him to do that to Pharaoh. If he did it once, he could do it again. Believe that. Verse 19, thou wilt say then unto me, why doth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will? So yeah, you can't find fault in the Most High. And who's resisting his will? Nobody. Nobody's resisting the Lord's will. You can't whip up a potion, whip up a spell, or read you all kind of books on law of attraction. I don't care how many times you tell yourself to write on a chalkboard that you're in control of your own life. You ain't, man. When the Lord wants you to do something, you're gonna do it. Then he's gonna give his creation all this he's gonna make something, but he can't control it. From humans to animals to creatures, whatever, creeping, crawling things like they say in the scripture. You don't think the Lord got control of his creation, man? He's smoking big dope. If you don't think that's the case. So yeah, he controls any and everything and everybody, man. Verse 20, nay, but, O man, who art thou that repliest against the Most High? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? So can you ask the Lord, or the one you call God, why you make me this way? Why you make my nose this long, my nose this short? Why you make me tall? Why you make me short? No, you can't. How can the thing, that's the Most High flexed on when he say, how can the thing, he calls you a thing, man. They're saying, like they say, there's different levels to this. And the Most High is saying he's on a whole different level, man, when he call you a thing. It says, shall the thing formed say to him that formed it? Yeah, so can the thing say that formed it, why my arm longer than the other one? No, you can't say that, man. It says, have not the potter power over the clay? So yeah, the potter has the power, man. He can, when it's on that I forget what they call it, but the little wheel and it's spinning around and he's forming that bowl or that plate, whatever the case may be, that vase, he can make it however he want to, man. And that's the same way with the Most High, man. He's the ultimate potter, man. He can give you, which we seen it, fucking two heads on one shoulder, man. You know, he can give you seven toes, whatever the case may be, man. He says, "Have not the power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor." And yeah, that one of honor is Jacob, and the dishonor is Edom, man. So he's getting back into Esau, man. He's coming back around, you know. Verse 22. What if the Most High willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endureth with much long suffering for the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction? Yeah. Hey man, the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction. And we're gonna see some destruction here very soon, man, in the form of nuclear ICBM missiles. We're gonna see all this, and all this is built up, I say roughly 300 years. It's gonna take an hour for it to all come down. And Russia boasting so much. They said they developing some missiles now that can reach the U.S. in 10 minutes. Boy, them Russians out their damn mind, boy. The Most High got giving them all kind of technology, man. He giving them the ultimate, nuclear technology, man. Propulsion technology, whatever it is, man. Can go from Russia to the U.S. in 10 minutes, man. They say they're developing the technology, man. I'm gonna have to go back and do a little research and make sure, man, to double check. But I'm gonna check it out though, Lord willing, over the weekend. So, hey, the time now is to do the work, man. Like I'm saying, we seeing our enemy fall right before our very eyes. You know, and this is the fucking end, man. Can't put it no other way. We just waiting for it to get real good. We waiting for the action part of the movie to start. You know, and this election year just might be the domino to make it all fall, man. Start that sequence of events. Or who knows, they've been hyping a terror attack, something bigger than 9/11. Maybe that'll jump it off. Who knows? But we know that it's coming. I'm gonna get out of here though. Before I get out of here, I'm gonna give all praise and glory to Yahweh. Double honor to the apostle, it was a great millstone. Keep the blessing of the argument. Keep pushing Shalom.